Hey everyone, welcome to the end of week 6, beginning of week 7. And wow, this term is flying by. So try to make this quick this week. Your to-do list this week is fairly short. You have just 2 assignments. You're going to actually work on your misconception study. So you should have actually selected a probe or pre-assessment or designed your own. And so this week I want you to actually administer that pre-assessment or probe to your participants. You're going to write up a short lesson activity plan for addressing any misconceptions. And then that's what you will upload on Moodle is the actual lesson plan. So make sure also to view the rubric that is going to be used to evaluate this entire project, and more specifically the lesson plan and the pre and post assessment. So if you look at the template, this is what you're going to be using to complete your lesson activity plan. Again, talk about your participants, what's your topic, what's the NGSS standard that addresses your topic. Here's where 10 points of this assignment is actually evaluated in this next section. What does the research report or the common misconceptions? So make sure that you've addressed common misconceptions that are related to research. So if you used one of the pre-made probes from Paige Keeley, that information is provided in terms of what are the common misconceptions. If you designed your own or you did something based on your actual unit, then you will need to make sure that you did some research to address and identify what are the common misconceptions regarding that topic, and make sure that you actually cite your research there if it's something in addition to the Paige Keeley probes. All right, so you want to make sure you attach a copy of your probe or your pre-assessment, and then explain what the results were. How did your students do? What misconceptions did you find? Use specific examples from their whatever you had them complete, the worksheet or probe. What are you going to do? What activity are you going to use to address that? And then this last section you're going to leave blank. So until the following week when you actually do, we're actually going to skip a week while you're teaching and then do work on the post-assessment the following week. So this last section should be blank, and then the final section on your reflection should also be blank. So you just need to complete the sections up to the activity that you're going to be designing at this time. So once you have those sections completed, then go ahead and upload on Moodle and attach a copy of your assessments, your probe. So these are the 2 sections on the rubric that will be used to, I'm sorry, I need to actually do this way. These are the 2 sections that will be used to grade your assignment that's turned in this week. So the science content or misconception, this is about, your research, and then the lesson plan. So make sure that you have included this information on your lesson plan. So the next assignment that you're going to be completing is you're going to be working on your draft lesson plans. So I know you submitted drafts this week, or should be submitting drafts this week, that included possibly just the assessments, the central focus, the standard, and the assessments. If you use the modified template, if you have already begun to populate some of the other sections, you may have had more completed, but that was the only part that was required on your lesson plans this week. So next week, using the feedback that I give you from your lesson plans, I want you to go ahead and do your best at populating the other sections of the lesson plans. I recognize that some sections may not have been covered thoroughly in any of your coursework. For instance, the academic language section is one of the ones that we cover more thoroughly in term 2. So for that section, I would just recommend at the very minimum putting in your vocabulary that you plan on addressing in your unit. And we'll talk more about that when you come to class on week 8, but much more about that next term when you're doing your official Ed TPAs. So do your best. Try to at least address each section. If you don't put anything, I can't give you any feedback. So if you at least attempt to, based on what you think might go there, then I can at least give you specific feedback on what you've included. So both those assignments are due on Saturday the 16th. And so if you have any questions, make sure to email me right away, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Hope you have a good weekend and are getting excited about getting ready to teach your units. I look forward to seeing you soon.